Hello. Move over some. Hope everyone can see me good, hear me well. Let me adjust this angle on for my Facebook. Facebook, make sure you like and share. Thank you so much for already coming in on YouTube and hitting the thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. YouTube. Uh, been keeping you all up to date on the FICO 10, right? So I want to bring this report to you from Forbes, right? Just some things that I have not, fix my shirt. And I'm gonna go right into the topic. Just some things that I have not elaborated on. Facebook, do something for me if you're logging on Facebook. Let me know if you can hear me. When I have a new sound system set up for my Facebook audience. Hello, Periscope and YouTube. So Facebook, let me know if you can hear me well. But I'm reading in this article, and let me see. Put this right here. YouTube, can you all hear me well as well? Also, YouTube, is everything, my sound good on YouTube as well as Facebook and all of my other platforms? So YouTube, someone comment for me real quick if you all can hear me well. Loud and clear. Okay, thank you so much, YouTube. So here we go. The article. Thank you so much, Willie on Facebook. Now, Willie, you signed up for the W4 Wealth Strategy today. And it's also a do-it-yourself. It's do-it-yourself, right? So Willie, just giving you this information, just letting you know what that means is you log in with the account that you created. You log in with the account that you created. Once you enroll, your username and your password, and let me adjust this. Now you are responsible for watching those videos yourself and correcting your W4. So I just wanted to let you know that, Willie. You are responsible for watching those videos yourself. You log in, username and password, and correct your W4 yourself. So just, let you know how that process works. In the past, if people sign up with me under that company, which was my econ, I will, walk them through the process of how to correct their W4. But if you do not enroll through me through the company that I've partnership with now, which is MWR, who had consultants to do it for you, then you because of the time that on my schedule, I don't have time to walk people through that process anymore. And so I just want to let you all know. Let me fix my lighting. Okay. So Forbes article. My lighting keep going out. Okay, I'm trying to see why my lighting keeps going out. In Forbes today, article that I read, it reads, or it states, I'm trying to adjust my microphone. So it states, according to FICO, about 40 million people could see their credit scores rise 20 points or more with the new system, but another 40 million could see their scores drop 20 points or more. About 110 million people could see their credit scores go up or down by under 20 points. What's behind FICO 10? What's behind this new FICO 10? Something known as credit inflation, right? Let me turn this around. Something known as credit inflation. Wow. See, we've heard about inflation on prices, right? Now they're talking about credit inflation. A few years ago, due to a legal settlement, the three major credit reporting agencies, they are not credit bureaus, people. A lot of people leave comments on my videos and they say, oh, the credit bureaus are always trying to stick us, or they're trying to. No, it's not. You just have to now learn and play by the rules of the game and invest in getting your credit to better health, right? But a few years ago, due to a legal settlement, the three major credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, agreed to remove tax liens and judgments from credit reports. This caused millions of Americans to see a boost in their credit scores. The average FICO, right? That's what your credit score is called. Okay, Curtis, I'll respond to that. Just stay all the way to the end of the videos and I will respond to any comments and questions that you all may have. The average FICO score climbed to an all-time high of 706 in 2019, right? Just last year, they said the average credit score, the average FICO score climbed to an all-time high of 706 points. Scores typically range from 300 to 850, but lenders were not thrilled with this development. Some argue the credit score increases weren't deserved and could lead some people to get loans and credit cards they would not be able to pay on time. So a lot of people have asked me, do you think this will end AU trade lines? It definitely will. This summer, what is an AU trade line? Is when someone asks you, whether it's a family member, a friend, or a relative, or you pay a company for someone to add you as an authorized user and you benefit or piggyback off of their good credit card history. So lenders are upset because the same way that removing these tax liens and judgments cause credit scores to rise, the same way that authorized trade lines cause credit scores to rise. I'm not a favor of authorized trade lines just for a credit score increase. If you have a strategy that you want to have an authorized trade line, or you want to purchase or buy or invest in it because you are trying to get higher limit business or personal credit cards, then that is a totally different scenario or situation, right? But a lot of people want authorized trade lines just as a tactic to boost their credit score, not realizing that after 30 to 60 days, that trade line is going to expire, right? You want to keep it for the livelihood, and your credit score will go right back to the state that it was in. So it goes on to say, this is Forbes. This is coming from Forbes, a creditable source. It goes on to say that it can save you thousands of dollars if you are a beneficiary of this change with the lower interest rate on mortgage, car loan, or credit card. At a time in life when every penny really counts, such as your retirement. A high credit score can help you get rewards cards or a better interest rate with one, make travel in retirement or just travel in general least expensive. That's what I tell people all the time, the benefits of credit. And your insurance premiums, utility bills, right? Utility bills, that's what you all don't understand. And apartment rents may also be more affordable when your credit is in good state. Now, some people may ask or question utility bills. Yes, utility bills, because in the Black and brown community, I often see many people who have to put utility bills in their children's name. who's not even of age to even know how to identify or are able to pull their credit score. So when that child gets 18 and they're actually able to pull their credit score, they have a negative entity bill reporting because a parent, right, put a utility bill in their name as a child and then pay as agreed. So utility bills pull your credit report as well, right? So it says conversely, so I'll say on the flip side, having poor credit can stop you from getting a mortgage. It can raise your monthly expenses due to higher borrowing costs. And for the people who credit scores will drop this summer 2020, your interest rates will increase on any current loans that you have. Now, I really thought that, FICO 4, which is the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, would not be affected, or it wouldn't change. And I'm hoping it will not. I hope they will pretty much stay in place for a home mortgage. But you never know if this. Now, let me tell you this about your home mortgage, though. However, if you have a HELOC, which is also known as a home equity line of credit or a second mortgage, and you have any mortgage that's like a subprime mortgage or any loan or lien against your house that's an adjustable rate mortgage, that means when this credit score drops, that interest rate on your home loan, if you are a victim of bad credit or the score dropping, will increase, right? I've just made a video uploaded this morning that I'm predicting a recession will hit within 6 months. If President Trump runs against a Biden, who's also a Democrat, that's Wall Street savvy, then I believe it will hit before the reelection. If he runs against Sanders, other candidates that are not Wall Street focused or savvy, then the recession will hit December of this year and 2021. So this recession is coming into play, and these credit score changes is all a part of it, because the rich understand how to get richer during recessions. The rich understand how to get rich during recessions. So what does this mean? It means all these tricks and gimmicks that your so-called MLM, network marketing, or just people who do credit out of as a side hustle do, such as getting you credit sweeps that for 30 to 45 days temporarily hides negative accounts on your credit. But once the research is done, they can replace those negative items back on there, or getting temporary trade lines and buying them, right? So now the AU trade lines and the credit sweep strategies is going to be blown out the door. It won't be they won't be effective anymore. So hold on, let me end this live stream on this platform. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So what does that mean? That people are going to have to be for real now. Get some genuine people to fix their credit. Because with this new FICO, it will look back. I've heard 2 different reports. I read different things, but I've heard 30 months, which is 2.5 years, and I've heard 2 years. So meaning that if you getting some of these gimmicks, credit repair, right, and this month-to-month credit repair, subscription plan, which I highly recommend if you have minor things to get repaired or fixed on your credit, right? But you don't have legitimate credit repair that can remove negative items permanently, and you are going to be in detrimental times when this recession hits. The bubble has already burst in a sense. The question now is, how long will it take? Or once it hits full throttle, how long will it take, right, for the air to sprint out? We're already seeing signs. Retail stores are closing, and it's not just because of Amazon. New vehicles are not selling, right? Repossession is the highest rate ever. Student loan debt is the highest rate ever. The United States, the U.S. debt is the highest ever. We are in debt to two people. The Federal Reserve, number one, which is a private entity, right beside the White House in Washington. The Federal Reserve are owned by rich and wealthy families. And number two, China. So with China economy suffering, right, then it's coming. It's just a matter of when. The stock market has been highly manipulated, even with the stock prices rising. And so I tell people all the time that cash is not king because the interest rate is too low. So what do I mean by that? Banks will not give you interest to store that money in the bank, right? So what is an asset? I always talk about that. An asset is anything you use your credit for that will produce you income and that will put money in your pocket and increase in value. Produce you income, put money into your pockets, and increase in value. Increase in value. Today, for example, I sold my very first silver report. Silver is about $18 to $20 an ounce. It's a $25 report. I have my Cash App in YouTube. You can buy that report. And that report, it includes what you need to invest in, silver coins, rounds, or bullions, and why. Silver is an industrial metal, right? Which means you need to make an investment in the silver that will give you the best money on your return when it is time to turn it back into a dealer to recuperate more of your money. So that's one thing I highlight. What's the difference between credit and debt? Is that you can use credit to pay off debts. Let me say that again. You can use credit to pay off debt. You say that a third time. You can use credit to pay off debts. What do I mean by that? Dave Ramsey is always pushing, get out of debt, get out of debt, get debt free. Let's hear your debt freedom scream. No, what you need to do is utilize your credit. I had someone on my YouTube. He may be live now. I don't know if he's on here. I forgot his name, but he posted on one of my old videos that credit is king. That credit is king. I said, no, credit is queen. Credit is queen. And this is why credit is queen, right? This is why credit is queen. Like YouTube, you can't see I got my I Make Money Move shirt on YouTube. But credit is queen in this game because the queen is the most powerful piece when it comes to chess and this financial game on the board, right? She can move any number of squares, right, on the board, and this financial game as well. Vertically, horizontally, or diagonally, because the queen is the strongest piece, right? She can take the pawn. She can take a pawn and promote it to a queen. Let me say it again, because the queen is the strongest piece and the most powerful. She can take a pawn in a chess game and promote it to a queen. In your financial world, because the queen is the strongest piece, which is your credit, you can take your average income and promote more cash flow, because you can get, with good credit, more money from the bank. Cheap interest rate. Cheap interest rate in 1 hour than you can 1 year of labor from your job. So credit can put you in position to create more cash flow, turning your pawn situation, which may be your low paying job, into a queen. And it can move to any number of squares on the board, versus the king, who can only move 1 square at a time. Now it can move in any direction, but it can only move 1 square at a time. It can move vertically, horizontally, diagonal, but 1 square at a time. So, likewise, like your credit, you can use credit to purchase rental homes, right? Have assets, have tenants, because when it's credit, when it's recession hits, people are going to rent because they're going to lose their homes. They're going to need someone to rent from, somewhere to rent from. You can use credit to acquire the silver that I suggest that you purchase, because silver is inexpensive right now to purchase, but it's going to be a big commodity because it's an industrial metal. Gold, on the other hand, is more so hoarded or stored by rich and wealthy people. But silver is not only used for money or currency, it is also used in these new electronic vehicles, batteries, cell phone batteries, etc., etc. So the price of silver is highly going to increase during this economic reset, which is $18 to $20 an ounce. Now, you can use credit again to invest in, if you want to learn Forex, or if you want to build your business. I'm offering people an opportunity to join in with me to build their credit repair business, to leverage that, because I'm telling you, when the FICO 10 hits, right, you're going to have so many people at this point that their credit scores are going to drop, and credit is going to be in big demand when this change comes. And you need to position yourself now. I don't care if you need to put the $249 one-time investment on a credit card. And the great thing about that, not only will you have experts do the work for you, for the people that you enroll, but if you have any issues with your credit, you can get your credit fixed at the same time as an agent or under tax. And they're going to add the home-based business tax deduction that comes with it as a part of enrolling with the company or becoming an agent, right? And if you get 3 more people who want to be have their business, and then the money that you are investing, you also get it as a tax write-off at the end of the year, right? So those are the 3 things I recommend: real estate, silver rounds, and invest in getting a credit repair business, or just invest in you getting your credit repair. Walker on Facebook is $249 for people who want to invest in a credit repair business through a program or business I partner with, and I highly recommend. And so, because it comes with the tax strategies, planning, and the power of a home-based business as well. And all of this is tax write-off and tax deductions for you. And I'm telling you, because this new FICO is going to change. If you ever wanted to invest in a business that's recession-proof, this is what you need to do right now. All right. So now it's time for my Q&A, and then I'm signing off. YouTube, and YouTube, I look to my is, I think is your right, because my laptop screen is positioned over here. And so YouTube says, hello, Curtis. First of all, it says, good evening. Boxing Truth. I just invested in the Silver Smart Move. Okay, I guess Boxing Truth. Just invested in silver, but you got some people that's out here buying silver bullions, not even knowing that silver bullions cannot be turned in for currency, or they're just getting silver coins, or they're just getting silver rounds. They don't even know what silver rounds are not required once you purchase them. Which silver rounds are not required for you to file tax paperwork on. So people are just buying silver. And so I'm not an affiliate. What I do is I sell this information for a metal exchange company. I'm not an affiliate. And then I give people the three companies that I purchase my silver from, because people want to know, am I getting authentic, real silver? And so I give them the three companies that I purchase and invest my silver from. And that way they can know creditable websites and companies to order from. Because what you do not want to do is purchase silver, right? That has to be turned in on the IRS to be taxed, when you have options of purchasing silver that does not have to be taxed. So make sure that you're using wisdom. Miss Walker, I'm sorry, on Facebook asked, do I do credit repair? Yes, I do. With my own business, it's not a part of MLM or network marketing. I do credit repair, but someone, for example, just gave me a phone call on last night, a previous client, and he just had something simple, one late payment that he needed reversal. And so I outsourced the company that I'm with. For something like that, there's not I just say, hey, just pay $80 for the membership and get your late payment reversal taken care of through the company I partnership with. But for advanced things, bankruptcies, inquiry removals, people that, don't want to see one or two, three things done on a monthly basis, but they need to try to get as many negatives off of their credit report as possible, then they work directly with me. So how that process starts is I first tell them you have to pay for a credit audit. What that consists of is you emailing me your credit report. It's a $50 small investment fee for that as well. And once I get that credit report emailed to me, and you have invested or paid the $50, then I look at it, analyze it, and I give you the best route or strategy rather that you need to take. So but either way it go, you're going to get your credit fixed in the most affordable way, whether it's through my partnership company that does great work, but just not at the pace that I do it, or if it's through my credit business personally. I do not work with the MLM or network marketing. I do the hands-on work myself, but I am connected with a business that does small credit repair cases, and as well as can help you with your tax-rich W-4 wealth strategy. Now, if you don't know what tax-rich and W-4 wealth strategy is, it's your first time catching me live, then watch some of my videos. If you're on Facebook, go to my Facebook page. I just uploaded a video this morning about people that are overpaying in taxes on their paychecks, and how they need to correct or adjust their W-4, right? And get a roundabout figure of where they would put them in a tax bracket if they have to pay back or owe taxes at the end of the year as well, right? All right, so YouTube, thank you so much. Life Media Pro says great information, great information. Will MWR Financial fix your credit the right way if you have charge-offs and collections? Perry, On YouTube, let me look at your credit report, because I know I will fix your credit the right way if it have charge off or collections. And so if you have over 4 items, charge off, collections, or inquiry removal, bankruptcies, I handle those, right? I handle those. I don't pass that on or recommend MW or just late payment reversal in general, collections charge off, very minor jobs, and for the to get to start to make additional money every month through residual income and have their own credit repair business. Someone on my YouTube asked me, what can we do for this recession? You need to invest in a recession-proof business. You don't know who job will be cut, who will be laid off, you know, who in the household. So if you get an income tax return, I try to break, because I want to get more of my money throughout the year, right? Not giving the Federal Reserve an interest-free loan, because that's what it is. You're getting your money back at 0% interest. Okay, if it's, let me, then, just look at, it's worth the investments to see, am I overpaying and can I get more money out of my paycheck? I have some people that makes their household income was under $65,000 for the year. Their paycheck was about $2,800 taken out in taxes, and they're still looking at paying back about $2,000 plus in taxes, because they don't have any qualifying dependents anymore, and they don't have any deductions to claim. With the home-based business, you are allowed to claim deductions like business miles, cell phone bills, utility bills, things that you wouldn't be able to claim. All you have to do is attempt to do business, and you're able to legally take losses for attempting to do business within that 3 years. And even the amount that you're paying for a business, right, is tax deductible. So even the $249 or the $80 subscription fee are tax deductible. Ms. Walker on Facebook, let me put my website in. It's Fix My Credit, FIX, My Credit, and cash.com. That's AND. If you want your credit audit, and for the $50, and I can just, pinpoint you in what direction you need to go, or shoot me and also on my website, Ms. Walker, you can also send me a message too. You can also send me a message, and that message will go directly to my business email, which is ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. So that's all the questions we have, you all. It's pretty early. It's 9:30. I think we're done. It's 9:30 my time. That's all the questions we have. Periscope, Facebook, if so, I'm logging off. But this FICO 10 is going to go into effect. It's going to be fully in effect. It's going to go into effect. It's going to tie right into this recession. And people, I'm telling you, this is going to be 10 times worse than 2008. Because 2008 just included the housing industry. This recession, Curtis, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I just, give education, talk about my experiences. Curtis said no stock suggested. Yeah, wait till they crash. They're going to be dirt cheap. That's what I'm doing. I'm not giving you advice. I definitely wouldn't buy them now. They're unstable. They're volatile, means that, insiders buy them. And that's why the stock market has been reaching highs under President Trump. But it's highly manipulated. If you know something about the stock game, I definitely would get the Robinhood app. I have that app in my YouTube video subscription, because it's just a lot more videos and information about stock investing on YouTube using the Robinhood app, and it's commission free. But other than that, stocks are really overpriced right now. So, unless you know the game of trading means to get in and get out and not try to buy them overpriced for the long term, then they're definitely going to go on sale when this recession hits. Means they're going to be cheap as they've ever been, just like houses or multifamily units would be the cheapest they've ever been. And, the banks are going to lend money. But the question is, who's going to get rich off of it? And it's going to be the people that have the credit in the place or the cash flow. It's going to the people that have the credit or the cash flow. I tell people all the time, it's easy for Dave Ramsey to tell you cut up your credit cards. He's a multimillionaire. He has cash financial statements. You, on the other hand, the only way you can get the amount of money you need to become an investor and create more cash flow in your life is to use the bank's money. And people, I get emails all the time. I just got an email from Chase Freedom, personal credit card. Hey, apply for our card. You get 0% interest for 15 months. And credit cards are a great way when you get 0% interest like that to, Ms. Walker, you just sent me a number on Facebook. I won't call you. I see you on my live. I would not call you until you go on my website and do that credit audit. Don't put your phone number in. I don't do phone conversation. There's no way. It's a waste of my time. It's not a good return on my investment because until I see your credit report, I can't accurately answer any questions you may have. The only thing I can do for you over the phone is to be like a credit psychologist and listen to your issues and problems. And I'm not a credit psychologist, but I'm a credit strategist. And when I see what's going on with you versus hearing, I can give you the prescription you need and the strategies you need and the knowledge I have to get that credit score as best as it can be and get those negative items removed or deleted and get the positive items. Get the positive items replaced. So Ms. Walker, go to my website, 𝒤𝒽𝑒𝓃𝑒𝑒𝑒.com. Go book online, invest $50, email me your credit report, and then we can talk from there. All right, YouTube. But they didn't even adopt the FICO 9. Some banks did adopt the FICO 9. Some banks did adopt the FICO 9 on YouTube. See, this is the problem. The big hype is the recession is coming. That's why this is different, right? FICO changed their credit score every 10 years. And according to Forbes, you need to read where the new credit score changes will do. Lenders are saying during this recession, we are not going to be holding the bill for charge-offs that are not paid and unpaid debt. And we're going to change this model because credit scores climbed to an all-time high of 706 in 2019 because due to a legal settlement, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion had to remove tax liens and judgments from credit reports. That's why I got a lot of people bankruptcies off. They don't know about that. So yeah, and even with the ultra FICO that came out along in 2019, that was in full of place. See, people didn't understand how to use the ultra FICO. They didn't, and then a lot of people didn't have the $400 required balance in their credit, in the banking account to position the ultra FICO to boost their credit score. But you can go to a lender and ask them what FICO model did they pull from. If they told you FICO 8, and if you paid your bills on time, and if you kept over a $400 balance in your credit report, you could request that they use the FICO 9. I mean the ultra FICO. So yes, it's going to be a big deal this time. People is being released right when the recession is about to go full burst. You think lenders want to be stuck with charge-off and collection when people are losing jobs this summer? When this is going to be the worst since the Great Depression that is predicted to be? I mean, you think that China right now is affecting Kia Motors, Nissan, Hyundai, Goodwill Tires, farmers in America, because they can't ship the produce or services over here because of what their economy is experiencing. So, hey, I mean, they're going to stop. Yeah, this is going to come full throttle. I'll upload this video. Today's date is February 11th. We will see in a couple of months if you think this is no big deal. Does Navy Federal use FICO 9? No, FICO 8, Rick. FICO 8. Curtis said unemployment rate is, Curtis, they just did a report that the unemployment rate is not drastically low, but Americans now are making less money on the job. They have jobs, but they're low wages, low paying jobs. So the unemployment rate is falsified information. I just read an article today from Market Watch stating that in Los Angeles, California, people are competing, fighting for jobs right now. That's just how scarce it is. Yeah, Lyft to downsize, Macy's is downsized. Plant productions are suffering right now. Their suppliers cannot ship from China. And you know what? Like I said, they just took the subprime lending problem. Like, I'm gonna give you this and I'm signing out. Felicia Hankins, I will have to see your credit report to answer their questions about dismissed bankruptcy. I don't know if it's reporting on one credit agency, all three. I don't know the year it was filed. All of that ties into, I've got bankruptcies deleted in 40 days, but they were not within 2 years old, and I've got them deleted up to 12 months. And some of them was dismissed, some were discharged. And that's a question that I can't answer until I buy your credit report. And then I can see if it's any discrepancies in the reporting of it. So go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com, book your consulting audit consultation for $50, and then email, and then I will receive proof that you paid for that, and I will give you instructions on how to email me your credit report. Right. So that's the answer to that question. Yeah, I mean, the indicators are here that we are going to. I don't know why people think we won't enter a recession. It happens every 8-10 years. Why people think we're not going to do it? Because the stock market has been manipulated under President Trump's presidency. See, this FICO score drop is falling right into it because people, they don't want you to come in with this 700 credit score and be able to scoop up on these rental houses or deals, because that's going to make more rich and wealthy people in America. So if you've been watching my broadcast, you've been following me for years and months and my videos, and you wait till you get that 20 points decrease, because I'm telling you, I know I'm going to be overwhelmed with business, right? And that's why I'm telling people, if you want something, a recession-proof business, this is what you need to enroll in. Right. If you don't want to get your current adjustable rate loans, interest rate increase, if you don't have a fixed rate loan, people, you are in trouble, especially if you are a home buyer. I'm going to tell you this and I'm signing off. I spoke with someone today, for example. they wanted to get rid of their PMI. That's called private mortgage insurance. Their PMI was roughly about $200 a month, right? I got rid of my PMI. To get rid of your private mortgage insurance that you have to get with an FHA loan, your loan to balance ratio, the balance to loan ratio on the balance of what you owe on the home has to be at an 80-20 threshold mark if you didn't have a large enough down payment for the house. So when you've paid off 20% of the FHA mortgage, you can request a PMI, which means that will save you from $100, $200 a month for your private mortgage insurance that required through FHA, right? Well, because he got his FHA loan in 2015, they stopped it. So he had to have the PMI for the life loan of the mortgage. But because I got my FHA loan in 2008, I was able to save that extra money once I paid the balance of my mortgage down. That's how serious this is. This is how serious, how knowing how your credit works and how these loans work, right? That means that if you purchase a vehicle and your credit score drops, or your mortgage is adjustable rate, and your credit score drops, they can sell your mortgage to another lender and make it unaffordable for you to stay in your home. Or your vehicle loan interest rate, suddenly you get a letter in the mail. Your credit score is dropped. This is your new payment terms and new interest rate. That's how serious it is. On top of a struggling economy in a recession bubble, right? You know, already the IRS, for people that have claimed child care credit, education credit, they have to wait until February the 15th, I think. That's why you don't see a whole lot of rush of people shopping now before their tax returns are put into the system to be filed under the PATH Act. They're holding on, giving you that money as long as they can because they're trying to hold this recession out. But like I said, if President Trump runs against Biden, it's going to be before the election. If he runs against Sanders, someone that's not Wall Street savvy, is going to be probably December 2021 this year before it hits, but it's going to hit. And also some things you all may don't know, in 2008, the Obama administration made all private student loans federal, meaning that those private student loans that you used to be able to file through your bankruptcy if you defaulted on them, not anymore. After 2008, every student loan that you got is federal. You need to look it up. It's federal, meaning that they're going with you to the grave. No more bankruptcy filing on those anymore. You can't. Federal not going to allow you. They're not going to allow a government entity to eliminate a debt for a government entity. That's turning them against each other. They're not going to allow bankruptcy courts to do that. And you got some people that abuse student loans. They take these, quote unquote, I'm taking classes online just to get the student loans. And those are not the worst type of loans you can get. Not only because education is overpriced, but also, you know, I tell people it's that loan, unless, you know, many millennials can't even pay them back right now because the low wages of the jobs. They're not even getting paid enough in the job market positions to pay back, to service back those student loans. That's why a lot of millennials are not home buyers now. They can't afford it. That's why a lot of millennials are not buying new cars. Now they can't afford it. They can't afford it because their education was too expensive. All right. Oh yeah, Trump is going to win. He sure is. Yeah, bad credit means a lifetime of paying high bills and high insurance premium. Trump is going to win. He really is. How do I know Trump is going to win? Because if you look on YouTube, the Simpsons, you all know the Simpsons, right? They predicted it. The Simpsons have predicted a lot of things. And they have Lisa Simpson as the president. So, they're predicting that it's going to be a female after him. But Lisa says in that episode that she's taking over from a bad economy of President Trump. And, unfortunately, this is going to fall on him. This is going to fall on him. And, but I know, hey, that might be a shallow thing, but President Trump is going to win. This impeachment just made him more popular. And this recession is going to fall on his behalf. So if you all have not seen that Simpsons prediction, I'll upload it on my YouTube, that video, once I log off. So my YouTube is Queen of Credit. If you all want to follow me on YouTube, do that. So Jerome Carter said I'm smart and pretty. Thank you, Jerome. As always, I hope you're a man. Yeah, this Jerome is a male name. It's always good to hear from a male. A queen, I always like to hear good compliments from a king. All right, you all, I'm signing off. So if you want to, have a little knowledge about credit repair, your industry, investing in credit repair business, do everything from my website. You can send me a message, or you can go ahead and pay for your credit audit. And we'll look at things from there and get you the financial success and help that you need so you can live a better credit and cash flow life. Hey, I'm signing off. Queen of Credit here. You all have a great, great night.